Welcome back, everybody. Matt the Bat here. So, Magic Mike 3, or otherwise known as Magic Mike's Last Dance. This is the third film in the Magic Mike franchise. I don't think anyone in the history of the world would have thought back in the summer of 2012 when the first movie came out, Magic Mike, a movie about male strippers starring Channing Tatum, was going to end up being a trilogy. No. I've said this story before. I was living in an apartment that summer, and my roommates were like, hey, we're going to go see Magic Mike. Now, these were girl roommates, so that way no one gets the wrong idea there, okay? You know, 4 men go to see Magic Mike. We might need to go through some therapy. Go see a therapist. And they're like, hey, we're going to go see Magic Mike. I'm like, what? I didn't even know what they were talking about. Oh, you know, the male stripper movie with Channing Tatum. I'm like, nah, not for me. I'm going to go see The Amazing Spider-Man, you know, Spider-Man, Peter Parker. So they went and saw Magic Mike, I went and saw Spider-Man. And then when Magic Mike came out on DVD that, you know, late summer, early fall, I actually didn't end up renting it. I was like, you know what? I'll check it out. Directed by Steven Soderbergh, and did like Contagion, Side Effects, Jurassic, the Ocean's 11 movies with George Clooney. Why not? And I was, like I said before, very surprised that Magic Mike was more than just the male stripper movie. Yes, there are male stripping in the movie, but there is actually a lot more to that movie than meets the eye. And I'm not talking about the eye candy women. But I was actually very surprised of how deep and some, you know, story-wise, art-wise, character-wise, that they delved into that film. Not to mention, you had a great supporting cast. I think you had like Matthew McConaughey in there. You had Joe Manganiello, Matt Balmer, you know, Alex, forget his last name, Alex Victor. The main star of the movie, that was like our POV into the world of male stripping. Now, I was very surprised by that movie. Then the second one came out in 2015, Magic Mike Double XL. I thought it was fun, it was enjoyable. I didn't think it was as strong as the first movie. I think mainly because you didn't have like a Matthew McConaughey in there. I mean, yeah, you had Joe Manganiello still in there, but you can't meet Matthew McConaughey. You also got to realize that the time that Matthew McConaughey was in Magic Mike, taking on a very small role, that was the start of the McConaissance. The year before with The Lincoln Lawyer, then that movie, Magic Mike and the Killer Joe. Then we got True Detective, Interstellar, Dallas Buyers Club. So it was like, you know, moving Matthew McConaughey in the right direction. And now here we are, Magic Mike Last Dance. This movie was originally supposed to be on HBO Max, where I think the new head of Warner Brothers, David Zaslav, was like, probably looking at the numbers of the last 2 Magic Mike movies that don't cost much to make, and they were probably like, why is this going on HBO Max? We didn't make it for that much money. Maybe, I think it was like $50 million. We're going to put it in theaters, and we'll put it out the weekend of Valentine's Day. And yeah, I think it made like over 20 million opening weekend. And it's probably gonna make more money on Valentine's Day. I mean, a lot of people are gonna say, "Hey, baby, I wanna go see Magic Mike." And the guy's probably gonna be like, and the girl's probably gonna be like, "We're gonna go see Magic Mike, and then when we come back, I'll make it worth your time." Okay. Once again, positives. Channing Tatum works in the role. Of course, if you know the backstory of Channing Tatum, before he became an actor, he was a male stripper. So, which isn't surprising. Look at the way he dances, look at, his body, physique. You did some stripping in your day, buddy. And then it's hard to say if he's acting in this movie. Because like I said, this is kind of like his life, in a way. Selma Hayek is really good too. Her chemistry with Channing Tatum I really enjoyed. He's also brings a lot of the humor. And she's also very direct and very, hard, if you will. I thought she did a great job. Like the humor, going back to the humor. This movie is funny. The movie has a lot of humor. A lot of it comes from Selma Hayek. Don't piss off the Hispanic women. They're scary. Or Italians. And when they're both Hispanic and Italian, oh, you're fucked. Just telling you that right now. Hispanic and Italian women together, combined, oh boy, you're fucked. Don't piss them off. Also, like, Selma Hayek has like a chauffeur, a driver, a butler, sort of. He's really funny. Without saying much, he's really brings a lot of comedic moments, but without having to say it, which was kind of great. I like how this movie changed it up a lot. It wasn't like your just male stripper movie, once again. No, this movie actually changed up a lot of stuff. And I thought that really worked for this movie. Yes, you still get male stripping in the third act. Like in this movie, they're putting on a play with this revival in London. And this movie was really just supposed to be a Broadway musical of Magic Mike. But then someone was like, no, let's turn it into a movie and make it the third Magic Mike movie. So, in the third act, like I said, you get a lot of dance numbers. The one that was really, really, really good was the one with Channing Tatum and this ballerina girl. It's in the rain, you see it in the trailer. It was very well choreographed, very well shot. And I'm like, man, I'm in the theater going, I'm getting a little hot over here. Steamy. Yeah, very steamy. Especially the girl doing the dancing. I'm like, okay. Then you gotta think, oh, it's a male stripper movie. Once again, go back and watch the original Magic Mike. One of the opening scenes of that movie, Olivia Munn, naked. Also, I like how this movie had enough callbacks to the previous movies, but not in your face like every 5 minutes. There's only like 2 or 3, like 3, and I thought they worked really well. And also the pacing, I thought for an hour and 54-minute movie, I think it was also well paced. I never felt bored or felt like it was dragging. Overall, in terms of positives, I enjoyed the movie. Negatives, I think this movie was missing the core group. Like in this one, you really only have Channing Tatum. And I think that was, like that he's fine. Like I think Channing Tatum found his calling card with comedy, going back to like The Dilemma in 2011, or the 21 Jump Street movies in 2012. But I think even with Channing Tatum, you're missing that core group. Joe Manganiello, Matt Bomer, Kevin Nash, and might have been even Matthew McConaughey. So, I think you really feel that with this movie. Maybe being the third film in the franchise, or wrapping up the trilogy. I think we were missing some of those other characters. They had this mother-daughter storyline with Selma Hayek and her daughter, and they didn't fully develop it. Like, by the end of it, there's supposed to be this, like, mother-daughter moment, and I'm just like, you didn't spend enough time developing it. So I personally didn't think it worked. Also, the daughter has a voiceover throughout the whole movie. It's like a narration. I also didn't like that. Especially since we didn't have those in the other two Magic Mike movies. I mean, I like how you subverted this movie and did something different from the previous Magic Mike movies. But the narration of the daughter of Selma Hayek just didn't work for me. Like, if this is the last Magic Mike movie, like I said, it didn't feel like a overall satisfying conclusion to this Magic Mike trilogy. Like you don't have any of the original characters or actors show up in this movie. I mean, I was even hoping by the end when they're doing their final opening night of their play or whatever, their dance number, that maybe they're, Channing Tatum's Magic Lane, or Mike Lane, his friends were going to show up, and surprise him. Hey, we're here. We want to support you. No, they didn't. Like I still enjoyed it. There were a lot of positives. The chemistry was right. The humor, the dance numbers. It subverted what going into this movie. Like, oh, it's just going to be another male stripper movie. But it isn't. Other than the dance moves. When Channing Tatum, like you see in the trailer too, Channing Tatum giving Selma Hayek a lap dance. That was like almost a 10-minute scene. And the way it was choreographed and shot, really, really good. But yeah, that was 10 minutes long. I was like, that's a long lap dance. Whoa. So overall, like I said, 4 out of 5. Like I said, most people aren't, go and see this movie like, oh, Magic Mike, Channing Tatum, but for you ladies, and also for you men, it's Valentine's Day this week, or today, or whatever, this week, if you want to celebrate it. It would not be a bad idea to take your girlfriend to see Magic Mike. You might get lucky at the end of the night. Just saying. Just saying. But what do I know? I don't have a girlfriend, so don't listen to this guy. Anyway, Matt the Mad here.